Not to be dramatic, but YouTube is a crazy world in itself. From finding some of the most informative content to finding every sort of random prank video, there is something for everyone. But things get really out of hand when the creators leave YouTube and get into a boxing ring to prove their physical capabilities for massive payouts. What am I talking about? Well, stick around to find out. Hello everyone, welcome to G Luxury. Today we're going to discuss the top 5 highest paid boxing matches of YouTubers and the massive amount of money that they made out of these fights. Honestly, it's crazy, so let's not waste any time and dive right into it. Number 5. Jake Paul vs. Ben Askren. Number 5 on our list is the fight between the mixed martial artist Ben Askren and YouTuber Jake Paul. The fight took place at the Mercedes Stadium in April of 2021, and the fight was very short-lived. Although it was Jake's third time at a professional boxing bout, surprisingly his performance was great. Jake literally knocked out Ben Askren in just 1 minute and 59 seconds of the first round. No one had thought that this fight was going to be so short, but considering the duration, the fight earned over 1 million pay-per-view buys and Jake earned $690,000 from the fight. No matter how long it was, still, people enjoyed it. But more than the fight, people enjoyed the controversy that came afterward. The thing is, no one was expecting such a dead performance from Ben, because he had been a popular MMA fighter known for his grappling technique and also as one of the worst strikers in the sport. Mind it, not everyone is a great striker, so when people saw him getting knocked out in a matter of seconds, everyone went like that the fight was biased towards Jake. Ben seemed very satisfied with the outcome. All he had to complain about was that the call to stop came too early. But there is no doubt that Jake certainly had the edge of his taller height. Still, at the end of the day, it's a game and one side always loses. Number 4. KSI vs. Logan Paul. Number 4 on our list is the cruiserweight professional boxing match between the British YouTuber KSI and his American counterpart Logan Paul. The fight we're talking about was a rematch that took place in November 2019 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. KSI left the ring as a winner after 2 judges decided in his favor. This fight wasn't a normal one. Both the boxers came back after a lot of practice and trials, and they had their game very much improved since the first match happened between the two. It was a bit too exciting for the fans because even before the rematch, tensions were going on between the YouTubers, so it was like fans from both sides were betting on their candidates. The eagerness from the fans was proved in the buys as the fight generated 1.3 million pay-per-views. As the winner of the fight, it was reported that KSI earned around $900,000 from the fight. This fight also wasn't free from criticism because it happened after a request for a rematch, and the date of the match was also changed once upon the request of the YouTube celebrities. So prominent figures linked to the sport said that such biased behaviors are an insult to the sport. But then fans really loved the match, and all of the heated debate going around in the background. Number 3. Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley. The third boxing fight on our list happened between Jake Paul and former UFC champion Tyron Woodley. This match was quite a hyped one even before it took place. There were several reasons that fans were looking forward to the match. First, Jake being a YouTuber had his fans cheering for him. But then, both MMA and boxing fans were excited about this too. This excitement did help the management generate 1 million pay-per-view buys. This fight was a special one for Jake because he was coming in with a fresh win from Ben. And it was a complete knockout win, so he was both in great shape and his confidence was over the moon. Thankfully, Jake didn't get too overconfident and used the strategies he always does and won this match, and went home after making $2 million from this fight. Considering that these $2 million do not include any money from the bonuses, One can say that there is a reason people are ready to get their faces punched. Number 2. Logan Paul vs. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Number 2 on our list of fights is a very furious fight between the YouTuber Logan Paul and the 5-division world champion Floyd Mayweather. It was an exhibition match that both the fighters decided. Although, much like other matches, the match was rescheduled to a different date and eventually took place in June 2021. Honestly, what a match it was! There are very few matches where not only the judges, but the audience isn't able to decide who the winners are. The same happened in the case of this fight, as no winner was announced. But if you see the fight, you will praise the great punches that Floyd gave to Paul. His approach was maintaining the economy, as he landed 43 out of a total of 107 punches at Paul, compared to Paul's 28 out of a total of 217. It was visible that Paul got tired around the middle of the rounds because he was constantly throwing punches at Floyd. Although Floyd was visibly better than Paul, he appreciated the skills of his opponent after the match and said, "He's better than I thought he was. He's a tough, rough competitor." When it's the great boxers fighting, one can expect a massive audience. We saw that from the over 1 million pay-per-views generated. This fight helps Logan bag a hefty $5 million. To be honest, this is going to be counted as one of the greatest exhibition matches in the history of boxing. Number 1. Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury. Finally, we come to the last and highest paid boxing match that included a YouTuber. This fight took place between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, and it was like Fury came to take revenge on Jake. Jake has been known to be the problem child both inside and outside the boxing ring, but Fury defeated him without much of a struggle. This match was one of the most anticipated ones in the history of boxing. It's not even an exaggeration. This match was supposed to happen in 2021, but then it got rescheduled to 2022, and it just happened a few days ago. This was the first ever defeat for Paul, and I don't think it came easy for him. It was Jake's first ever fight with a professional boxer, and all it took was one boxer to thrash the record of 0 defeats. Still, the match was very interesting and kept everyone engaged. Paul is known to throw a lot of punches, but surprisingly in this match, Paul used a restricted approach, and I think that cost him a win. He tried 79 punches, out of which he got lucky only 24 times. On the other hand, Fury came in aggressive and landed 49 out of 148 powerful punches at Paul's face. So the win was obvious. But there was one place where Paul still won even after losing the fight, and it was the money thing. Paul made a hefty $30 million from this game. Yes, you heard it right, $30 million. Whereas Fury earned $7 million. So, I guess for that sort of money, getting a few punches in the face is not a bad deal after all. These were the top, highest paid YouTubers boxing fights. Which one is your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. On that note, let's end this here. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.